Hello. So, Melissa here. Thanks for watching and joining me. So, I know I'm supposed to be posting these every Monday. I will be good about it, but I also think this is a, a great way to kind of be that example of when you are going through something and you need to process, putting yourself first. And so that's what I did. Last Wednesday, something had happened. And so I just needed the week to slow down. And so I was just doing everything slowly and not trying to, put too much energy in, creating things at the moment. And for the time being, just kind of allow myself to feel things and move through the day slowly because I also have a toddler, single mom, and child support is limited for me at this moment. And so, as with that awareness, understanding my support system and my lifestyle, I chose to just hit the pause button, go slow, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so, I feel like there's this, I don't know, for a lot of moms and just for people in general, there's this pressure of like, I made a commitment, so I need to do it. You don't have to. If it's breaking you, and if it's really not of service to you and it's not helping you, then it's okay to step away. Sometimes I think people need to learn when to take a break, when to step away, when to let go. This is not to say that you can always be like, oh, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. That's a different story. But really understanding when you need that time to process, really understanding as like, you know, think of it as like you being your own parent. Like, listen, you need to relax and let's take it easy and that kind of vibes, right? And so you want to make sure that you're doing that for yourself, especially as women, especially as mothers, because we are given such a role where we do get lost in the momentum of like needing to present ourselves a certain way, needing to like, help others, nurture others first before ourselves. And so we want to deprogram that, right? We want to say, hey, we are also human beings. We're also individuals. We also have a body and mind and feelings and things of that nature. And this is the work that I do as a wellness coach for mothers. I help them figure out what rituals and tools and practices that will help serve them into drawing that awareness. And it's all going to be dependent on their lifestyle, their current support system, because that also truly matters. Because I know there are just some moms there out there that are just really trying their best, and maybe from like my lens or from someone else's, they'll be like, no, you'll be doing more and more and more, when we don't realize how much internally is happening. And so that's that on the support system and how that will influence how I coach the mothers. And really, through these tools and practices, it's a process of undoing all these thoughts and beliefs that we have to be, on all the time, and that everyone else comes first. And you really don't understand these feelings until you become a mother. Prior to becoming a mom, I had a lot of judgment around parents and how I would see things and parents doing this. I'm like, oh, I would never do that. But now as a parent, I'm like, it's hard. You really don't know what you will do. But I think the best thing that you can do is to provide your child safety. Safety meaning they feel safe to express their emotions, to speak to you, to come to you, regardless of whatever's happening, and also feeling that connection towards their caregivers. And in order for a child to feel that, the parent has to take care of themselves. We have to take responsibility for our well being. And that can look different. It's not, I think, there's this misconception of like, we have to work out, like 4 or 5 days a week and eat a certain way. Yes, those do actually help and can contribute, but it's really about how you view yourself, your relationship to yourself, right? Like, for example, there could be two individuals, one who just doesn't think that they're good enough, or that they're not good unless they achieve things, and one who is simply like embracing all that they are, and then they both work out. The one that thinks, I'm not good enough, or that I need to achieve to be good enough, they might be hitting the gym like and looking rock solid with their body, but inside they feel so differently. And quite honestly, let me just tell you, because I used to be a personal trainer, more often than not, a lot of those people have a lot of underlying health issues, and they might look great now, but it all comes to surface, and it gets harder as they continue to ride in that momentum, as opposed to the other individual, listening to their body, pushing their bodies, and knowing that it's important to do it, but not overdoing it. And so that's what it is. It's never the tool itself, but how you view yourself and how you connect to yourself. And this is why with the work that I do, that's the number one thing that I work on, just going back to understanding your your relationship with yourself. And it honestly, I feel like it can all be done for free, but I feel like some people need accountability, and they don't trust themselves, so you need someone else to help them. That's great, but you can do it all by yourself. It's really simple. It's not about more things. It's really about slowing down, feeling into your body, maybe even just like hearing the thoughts that you're having, and just being curious with it, right? How do you initially, get to know your lover, right? Or a friend? You get curious as to, why they do things, what they like. And then you nurture that, or you join them in that activity, and those friendships build, right? Or that love builds. And so it's the same idea for you. So like understanding, who you are, the things that you feel, and really just having a process of doing that. And it's an ongoing process. And so, once I coach these moms through some of the tools, then they have them for life, and they can do it. And honestly, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Just like getting to know another person, right? The more you see them, the more you understand them, and it's not so much of a thought process where you're like, oh, should I do this for this person? I don't know if will like this or not. It just becomes more natural, right? With anything, it doesn't have to be like a person, but with any skill, with any interaction, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and you understand yourself. And so that's what I do. And so today, yeah, I felt a little bit, still, I feel a little burnt out, but less so. And so I'm still taking it easy. And, going back to like food, like nutrition and working out, those things, it's not like I'm saying don't do them. I think those are also important factors. Those are really important factors, because your body needs movement. You need food. But again, like understanding yourself and knowing yourself. Like right now, I'm not doing any coffee. I love coffee. I only have 1 cup a day, but I noticed, with the fatigue, with the stress that was happening, I was getting a headache every time I would drink coffee. And luckily, I connected that, and I did not have coffee, and haven't had coffee for over like a week now. I probably will continue that until I feel my body is like a little more peppered, right? More energized. And so these are the things, right? Like understanding that these simple things, and understanding how your body works, how you work, listening to the signals that your body is giving you, and you can only do that if you slow down, really gives you the tool for longevity in health and wellness and abundance in life and all the wonderful things. And I think that's where I'll end it. Today's video was not really structured, but I wanted to hop on and just kind of share some insight, and also kind of share what I'm going through. Although I didn't give you guys the details, but it's just, understanding that it's okay to take a break, if your body and mind are just like, we need a pause, and really honoring that. And, it's the more and more I get to know myself, I'm just like, it's so crazy how we're so how we're taught not to honor our own beings and to take care of this. It's always like, take care of your clothes, take care of your, external goodies. It's expensive. This, but we are priceless. Like if we break, we can't just go to the store and buy something to replace it, And we have this, our body, our mind. This is something that we have for life. And so I feel like people should more often be like, take care of your body, take care of your mind, make sure, But no, I feel like it's always so outwardly focused, and it just now seems so bizarre to me when all the riches and the goodies are within you. And so I will leave you with that. But before I actually leave you with that, let's end with a quick meditation. So if you haven't gotten the time to pause, you can pause with me. If you don't want to join, that is also fine. I totally get it. So come to a comfortable seat, closing your eyes. And as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in deeply and really invite that breath in. Invite that breath in as if it were a friend that you have not seen in a long time. Excuse the trains in the background. And as you exhale, just like a sigh of relief. Like, thank you, friend, for coming, giving me life, giving me support. And so you're going to continue to breathe in that way, connecting with your breath. Breathing in, welcoming it in, and exhale, sigh of relief and gratitude. You can do a few more of those. And then once you're ready to slow the breath down and normalizing your breath, just feel the subtleness of that cool air traveling up and through your nostrils, into the back of your throat, and down into your body. And feeling the release. Again, nice slow breath in. This time letting the air reach all the way down through your root chakra, allowing the air to also come into the head space, making room, clearing everything out. And exhale everything out. And returning to your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your breath as it moves you. And then placing your hand over your heart, feeling your heart beating, feeling the warmth of your own hand against your heart. Just thanking yourself for being you, for showing up here today, now, and every day. And open your eyes. All right. Have a lovely day, and I will see you guys here again soon. Bye.